Next feature is reuse library. And yeah, it is all about collaborative work. So all about the creation of workflows, sharing and reusing it for yourself, but also amongst colleagues. So we have prepared a little story. Let's hop right into it. And yeah, let's see what it has for us, what it offers for us. So user one, let's start with user one and imagine it's me, MF. I'm an FEA expert. Let's imagine I have some workflows and repetitive tasks I always do. And I would, for example, does it run?
Yeah.
Okay. No. Okay, now I see it also running. For example, I need to check the element quality quite often. It's a workflow you always use. So why not storing this workflow in a library? Go to tools, create a new library. So yeah, we can give it a reasonable name, this library. And we can also set an icon if you like for this purpose. Of course, I would choose a FEA icon. I can give a library description. And in the end here, I choose a file path, in this case, to a SharePoint, because I want to cooperate with other users. So final check if everything is good to go, and then we can create the library. So here I have my workflow, and then I save it, and I just save it in the library I have just created. I can give also the workflow a name, and you can see in the blue banner on top that it is saved in that library. So if I open a new project, a new tab here, that workflow is directly accessible through the radio menu. Okay, so now user two. We have a second user, Daniel. DS is a CAD expert and at another department and has a similar repetitive task, checking a body. So this time, Daniel wants to save this workflow as a node, so he defines inputs and outputs. And instead of creating a new library, Daniel chooses the direct way through a file and then create this new library. Gives the library a name. Here is the CAD library, and also chooses a path on our SharePoint, the CAD folder in that case. So a name is given to the workflow. It chooses that automatically from the workflow. We can save it. As you can see in the blue banner, again, it's saved. And similar as before, I go to another project, and also user two, Daniel, has direct access to his CAD library and to the node he has just created out of that workflow. So back to user one. I have a false geometry, but I can't now wait for Daniel to fix it for me as a CAD expert. So now I can use his expertise, and he saved that in the library. So I can just integrate this library to my ones that I had before. So now I choose the file path, and you see the cut library is next to the FEA library. I like that. So now when I go to the radio menu, I also have access to Daniel's expertise and can use his node he just created, and I can check the body for myself.